Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, brothers and sisters in Islam, when He sent Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, as a first teacher, a first guider for this ummah, and also a first person who was willing to sacrifice to be the example for everyone in this universe. He taught us a lot of things, and he emphasized everything he taught the ummah about, and he's our example. And we have to consider him the high standard that you want to try to reach and to copy and to apply as much as we can. Today, inshallah, I will talk about certain advices from him to us, from his life to us, how to lead your family, how to lead your own family to be a successful person among them and among the community. And Nabi Kareem sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told him, فَإِذَا فَرَغْتَ فَانْصَبْ فَإِذَا فَرَغْتَ. فَرَغْتَ means you finished your work outside your house. You finished your work with the community. It's not vacation. If you finish, you have to do something now for yourself and your family. فَانْصَبْ. فَانْصَبْ means stand up. Stand up and pray. يَا أَيُّهَا الْمُزَّمِّلِ. You remember, قُمِ اللَّيْلِ. It was for him, peace be upon him, an obligatory. He has to do Qiyam Layl every night, 7 days a week. صلوا على رسول الله. فَإِذَا فَرَغْتَ فَانْصَبْ. Then, if you want anything, you ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, وَإِلَىٰ رَبِّكَ فَارْغَبْ. To your Lord, ask and wish after you did what? Your qiyam, your ibadah, your salah. So, I will learn from this that we have to do the same at least once a week. You and your wife and your kids. For that reason, from the advices that the Prophet used to advise the Sahaba, Ridwanullahi alayhim, you have to do ibadah with your wife and your kids at least once a week. Gather them. And by the way, this is according to my lecture in Left Society last week. It's wallahi something practical. It will be a way to be close to your wife. Increase the love. Gather them, not just to go outside to eat, because this is the easy thing we do. Let's go guys to eat in Sababa or Yasmin or whatever, or Kasra for Pakistan community, the spicy food. It's easy to go spend money. I did my duty. This is not the duty that you have to do. You have to do something related to the religion, the relation, the love, the care, because you are the leader. You are. كلكم راع وكلكم مسؤول عن رعيته. Each one, he has responsibility among men first, and you will be responsible for this responsibility. So the best idea to gather your family and do ibadah in the house. Even if you open the mushaf and lead them 2 rak'ah qiyam layl, you, your kids, your wife, your daughters, whatever, spend 1 hour praying, make dua. You will see the difference in your relation after that. Just try it. You will see the difference, because this is the blessing. According to the hadith that Prophet peace be upon him said, ما جلس قوم في بيت من بيوت الله. Wherever a people or a gathering, they gather in the houses of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and also in the house, your house is what belongs to Allah. يتدارسون القرآن يتلون القرآن ويتدارسونه. They recited the Quran and they explain, they understand, they do tafsir or ibadah. You will have the blessing and the peaceful and the ajr, and Allah will remember you in al-mala' al-a'la. A lot of wives husband, they complain, they have problem in their houses. You know why? Because no communication. We don't have communication between us as men and women. We just have what? Duties. Food is ready? Yes. Kids in the school? Yes. Kids in the bed? Okay. You got the mail outside? Yeah, the mail's on the table. Lights off, lights on. That's all what we do. Am I right? We have to do a different type of communication. Communication in the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is Rasulullah. You imagine he used to do qiyam by himself. His wives with him sometimes half, 50 minutes, as they can afford. And this is how we have to do. So Ramadan is coming, now he's in the country. Last week Ramadan was outside the border, now he's in the country. So let's prepare ourselves to receive Ramadan with a new schedule and the new relation to increase the love, increase the love between you and your wife. In this way. Second week, let your son lead the salah. Teach him. Baba, you will be the imam. Oh, me? Yes, you. Don't worry. He will make mistakes in the beginning. After that, he will learn. Where is the problem? This is the way that you want to increase his knowledge, his information, his trust, his confidence, a lot of things. And by the way, this is what the school did with our kids. They gave them kind of jobs. Every day your son or your daughter has a job in the school to make him a leader. So you want him, inshallah, in the house to be a leader, inshallah. So, first advice, do ibadah, you and your wife and your family, once a week, at least. 2 rak'ah. You will see. Number two. To put a time to talk to your wife and your kids, just turn the TV off. Sit around the table, living area, wherever, backyard, and start talk and ask questions and listen to them. Listening. These days, we don't have people listen to each other. We don't have time. It's a medicine. Wallahi, to find a person to listen to you, it's a medicine to solve a lot of problems. Way to release the pressure. Just come and listen to me. Daddy, I have problems. A lot of your kids, they don't find you anymore. You want to talk to somebody. And be careful. If the Facebook over there, they will ignore you and go to the Facebook. Because on the Facebook, they will find a lot of people that they are ready to listen and talk and communicate. Be careful. Your daughter needs you. Your son needs you. As a father, as a good example. And you have to ask certain questions so you can pull certain things from their mind, what they are doing in the schools. What the friends in the school communicated about what? Last week, a friend of me, he said to me, Abu Umar, my son told me after Garland incident happened, he said, Daddy, why they hate us? Why they hate us? He said to me, I couldn't answer my son. What can I answer him? What can I say to him? This boy, this son, he went to school and he started maybe hearing something. You have to be in control. This is your duty as dad, not just ATM machine, bills, money. No, you are the one who will be the hakim in the house. Are you the hakim? You have to. So communication. In the business, guys, we have a problem in our business as Muslims because we have always one man run the show. The successful people in the business, they have communication, they have levels of managers. Imagine with me, if this is the shape of the company, you are the boss in the top and the customers in the bottom. If there is no communication between you and the top and the base of your company, everything, just you communicate with the CO, you will be a failure. You have to communicate between the top and the bottom. Two ways, feedback. Go to the field. And this is Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. He never led from his castle or from his chair. He used to lead with example. Lead by example. He used to be always in the front. Always the first. If you want to follow the sunnah, this is the sunnah. The sunnah not just to have the outside. Inside, practical, on the ground. Serve them. He used to be a server. He served the Sahaba. He used to communicate with kids. Ask them. Trust. Build relations, bridges, not walls. So fathers, dads, please, you have to spend time in the family, do these things. So, this is number 2. Number 1, do ibadah, gathering for ibadah. Number 2, gathering for communication. Ask questions, details, feedback. What's going on? And you have, by the way, to act. Sometimes you have to act as a friend of them. You make joke with them so you can pull certain needs inside them. I'm a teacher, guys. I know what I'm saying. The kids will not tell you everything, but they are willing to tell their friends everything. If you act with them as a commander, just commands, they will escape from you. You have to act as a friend, close to them. Act like them. So maybe you will have certain information from them. We have in the community a lot of young people. They were ready and they are ready to do a certain stupid things if we as adults leave them to the media. They are willing to do a lot of things. Use guns, use whatever, because if there is no example, no teachers, no people to guide, they will find somebody to pull them away from the track. Be careful. And this is what I said always. Our masajid, our institutions, our organizations, you can't hire those that they are not qualified to give fatwa and to teach in the schools and the masajid. Just they come by chance, they made themselves by themselves, there is no knowledge, no ilm, and they give fatwa. The result will be disaster. Even Dallas or Arizona, New York, whatever, we have to be careful. We have to be careful. The word before I say it, I control it. After I say it, it will control me. Am I right? رُبَّ كَلِمَةٍ. The Prophet, peace be upon him, says, رُبَّ كَلِمَةٍ. Maybe a kalima, a word. تَهْوِي بِصَاحِبِهَا فِي نَارِ جَهَنَّمْ 70 خَرِيفًا. Leads you to be in fire 70 years. A kalima. لا يلقي لها بالا. He doesn't care about it. Today Fox News called us. They want to make an interview with somebody to represent the community. They want something from us. And we did with them what we have to do. There is representative for the community. They have knowledge and they know how to talk to the media. Not anyone. Not any person can go to the Fox News and start speaking because they are very smart. They can ask you questions. And they want to pull the answer that they want from you and you will be in trouble. You have to be smart enough. Because you are not talking on behalf of yourself, you are talking on behalf of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. You are talking on behalf of Quran, Allah Azza wa Jalla. Number 3. عدم الإفراط في تدليل الأولاد. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, used to be very serious with his kids and others' kids. Don't give them whatever they want, whatever they wish, and it's easy. Whatever, okay daddy, you will, believe me. If you give your sons or your kids or whatever, all what they want easy, you will destroy his characters in the future. Or their characters. He will be useless. Always depend on you. Be careful. I know families, they do this. They are suffering. They can't control the kids outside the house and inside the house. The kids control them. Why? Dala. I love him. This is not love. You are destroying him or her. Please tell him that, hey, there is difficulties for this life. You have to achieve, you have to work, you have to wait, you have to have patience. Not anything he wants. Yes, daddy, tomorrow you will have it. Come on, remember yourself, Rasulullah. No. Keep on. Wallahi, I talk about myself. The bicycle, I dreamed to have it. I didn't have it. Wallahi. Why? Daddy can't make it in that time. So these days, everything, yes daddy, believe me, this is not sign of love. It's easy. For that reason, I learned from some scholars that the easiest solutions, not the right solutions. The easy thing to give him whatever he asks, alright? This is not the right solution. This is the easy one. Easy. Because you have the ATM machine, you can buy a credit card. But after that, following up, what's going on? We have problems. And in the future, if he faces the future and the difficulty, he will be what? He will be maybe confused. What's going on? Daddy, help me. Be careful with your kids. Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, he says this hadith, very beautiful hadith. He said, أحبب حبيبك هونا ما عسى أن يكون بغيضك يوما وأبغض بغيضك هونا ما عسى أن يكون حبيبك يوما ما. The translation of this hadith, you have to have the balance in your relation with everybody. Even if you hate or you love, you have to have balance. Not without any limit. What about if those are my kids? I have to be careful. About your relation with the wives, believe me, brothers and sisters, any relation between husbands and wives, based on, number one, trust. Number two, respect. Number three, share. They will be a successful couples in their life. Trust, not 900%, 100%. Respect. She is not a machine in the house. She's a human being, as you. Maybe she's sick, she's suffering, she's not feeling good, she's be careful. And you are not perfect always. You are not right always. Be careful, she's a human being. And by the way, her dua to Allah has no hijab. No partition between her dua and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Be careful. And you, oh sister, take care of your husband. He is your way to Jannah, inshaAllah ta'ala, your husband. But we have to respect them and trust and share with them. And communicate with them, and listen to them. Especially in the kids' matter. They know more than us. I told you one day in this masjid, if your son are crying, your kids are crying, what I know as a father, he's crying. What he wants, I don't know. She knows. From the voice that how he cries or she cries. The way she can tell you he is hungry, or you want to change diaper, or something in his stomach, or there is. She knows how. This is what Allah gave her as a female. They can read faces and analyze voices. So be careful. She can read your face. Don't lie to your wife. Yes. I received in the last 2 weeks 3 cases divorce. My office here in Mesquite. 3 cases divorce. Not from Mesquite, but from Dallas area, not Fort Worth, Dallas area. 3 cases. They have kids, and their kids graduated from the school. They're not young. What's going on? We have a problem. Kids are leaving houses because it's hell. No communication, just disasters, problems, fighting. Ramadan is coming. Let's calm down. Renew and recalculate your relation with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And there is ayah very clear in the Quran. فَأَمْسِكُوهُنَّ بِمَعْرُوفٍ أَوْ سَرِّحُوهُنَّ بِمَعْرُوفٍ. If you want to hold your wife, hold her with ma'ruf, with feeling Allah's, or divorce her with respect and give her her rights. But to punish her, just to hold her, that's not the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Number 4, التدبير نصف العيش. Sisters, don't be jealous from your friends. Don't be jealous from the people that they have more than what you have in the house. Because if you are jealous, you start to look at the head of your husband. I want, change this, I want this. He will go outside, he will be under pressure, maybe he will do crash in the car, he will steal money, he will be unstable person because of you. Don't ask more than what he can afford to do. And this, by the way, reason of a lot of divorces and problems in the community. She wants like this lady. She lives in certain place, certain level, and she wanna copy her. Be careful. Allah Azza wa Jal, He is the one who divided the arzaq. Say always, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, at least you have something to eat. You have a place to live in. If you want to compare yourself with those that they don't have. They don't have. So at Tadbir, manage your expenses and look for the future. You don't know tomorrow, so manage it. And fear Allah with your husband. He's working outside 12 hours, 14 hours, 16 hours, and he want to live. And by the way, most of the problem I receive, why he spent money on his mom and dad, she's mad. This is his relation with parents, his duty to do. What's your business with that? Why? His mom and his dad. You have to be proud of him, am I right? If your husband is taking care of his parents, means he's a good man. He's a good man. And Islamically, you can't take money from your husband without his knowledge. Unless if he's not spending on the house. You can take just to spend in your house, not your sisters and brothers' houses. Haram. It's a stealing. We have hadith, very famous hadith. Hind came to Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. She said, Ya Rasulullah, inna Abu Sufyan rajulun, yani bakhil. Bakhil. Abu Sufyan used to be stingy. He's not spending on me. Afa akhudhu min malihi? Can I take from his money without his knowledge? He said, khudhi ma yakfiki. Take what's what you need, what's enough for you. You can't, because this is partnership between you and him. Otherwise, you can't spend money from his pocket on your mom and your dad or your brother or sister without what? His permission. It's haram. Because we said he trusted you. You have to build the trust. You have to tell him. And I believe 100%, if he saw that they are in need, he's willing to help. But don't take money without what? His permission. Haram. Haram. Because he has parents also. And you have brothers. They are responsible for the father and the mother. Am I right? Not your husband. This is sadaqah from him. If you want to donate, that's this is intention. You can't force him. The last thing, not for the sisters, for the men, al-half bil-talaq. I noticed this in the cases that I received since years, that brothers here, because they are happy, too much happy, or too much man, the first word came to the tongue, عليها الطلاق وعليه الطلاق وعليه. Wow. I don't know if the Pakistani community, you have this problem? You have it? You divorced because you are married? You have it? In the Arab community, inshallah azza wa jal. If you want to invite for sandwich, talaq. If you want to buy car, talaq. If you want to buy t-shirt, talaq. A phone call, talaq. Come on. It's not a joke. It's not a joke. Couples, they're married since 4 years. They have now 3 divorces in 4 years. Come on, what's going on? It's not a piece of cake. It's not a game. Allah gave you this right as a man to control, because you have that kind of, you calculate a lot before you want to demolish or destroy your family, so be careful. Islamically, divorce not a joke, and it's in Arabic talaq, talqa, as the poet. When you shoot somebody, you can't tell him after that, I'm sorry, I was joking with you. You already killed him. And Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, the woman as the glass, qawarir. If you break her one time, that's it. And imagine with me that you divorce her 3 times in 3 years. What kind of love, what kind of relations she will carry for you in the future? Because this is the top that you can do. And the most thing make me unhappy when he starts threatening her. You want to go to visit your parents? Okay, sign this paper for me. I don't want from you anything, from my dowry, my mahar, just release you. This kind of relation between your wife, this is, I'm sorry, but this is nadala. شو نترجمها nadala في الإنجليزي? I understand. How you do this kind of treatment? Sign this, I can release you to go and visit your mom. Fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Fear Allah. We have problems. Wallahi, we have problems among the communities around us. Especially those who married from back home. They brought them here, no language, no certificates, they can't work, have nothing to do except this man, and he will be the shaitan. Punish her, whatever, no families, even no phone calls to ask for help. Why? Fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The divorce word is amana. Don't use it. Unless there is no solution except the divorce, we can't go to that. Otherwise, it's haram. Believe me, because our wives, they came from back home, they have deen, they have akhlaq, they are not now doing fasad, but you don't know in the future. If you keep pressure, the result will be 2 things. Even she will be a sick lady, sick woman, or she will be away from you and she will do whatever she wants. Be careful. Be careful. And there is kids in between. For that, brothers and sisters, I want to just finish with this, inshallah, conclusion. As husband, you have responsibility. As a Muslim, as a father, you have to do your duty, your job in a perfect way to be, inshallah, free in the judgment day from this kind of musa'ala, this kind of question from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I ask Allah for all of us the hidayah. بإذن الله سيأمين. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم. فيا فوز المستغفرين استغفروه وأنتم الموقنون بالإجابة.